Okay, let's go talk to the corpse. There we go. Can I... Okay, no, there's no behold there about the elf itself. Let's speak with dead. There we go. I equipped the spell during the quick break. With little fanfare nor any magical sparks, you see a slight twitch on the scorched body. As long as the mouth remains somewhat intact, the spell will allow it to speak. There is something wrong about this. As if they weren't turned to a coal-like substance, the lips begin to move, like sludge. A faint wheezing comes out of its throat. Horrific. Do I ask in present or past tense? It does not matter. The elf will not be aware of your perspective, and as such will interpret any questions such as what was your name as what is your name. What are the rules of this again? 5 questions. The spirit of the deceased is under no obligation to answer truthfully. Considering you're just a random cleric, the answers should be fair. The soul itself cannot learn any new information. You're not speaking to the actual person, but rather just speaking with a mirror of its mind at the point of death. Souls can only be animated by Speak with Dead once per week. This is your only opportunity. Okay, I'm ready. Remember, cleric, 5 questions. That's all you get, so make them count. Be polite. Ask her if you can get her some tea or something. She obviously liked tea. Oh dear. Okay. What are the important ones here? There's plenty of decoys that most likely don't matter, like what's your favorite color? Okay, what was your name? Yeah, that's a good one. So we have a name of the victim. I guess that would be good to mark down. What was your name? Pinja Athena. Yeah, sounds elven. Your heart starts pumping harder. Didn't you? Yes, you spoke with this elf. Or did you? You okay, cleric? Still, I know this elf. He scoffs. Good one. Like you would mingle with elves. Nervously adjust your helmet. His eyes go back and forth between you and the corpse. You serious? I met an elf with that name. Huh. When exactly? On a ledge up at Tolstad. Oh yeah, right. You were there, or maybe you weren't? Sorry to say, I don't remember seeing any elf up there. Yeah. I only know Nessun. But last time I checked, she was very much alive. This is truly an esoteric event. I'd normally just say you're misremembering, but weirder shit has happened. Like a dead elf in a tea shop that blew up. Like a cleric rising out of the river to complete a divine quest. Like an election set to happen and no one seemingly acknowledging the corrupt nature of this system that's completely overtaking our lives. Like a dead elf in a tea shop that blew up. I was going to suggest the Muletown incident, but sure. Muletown incident. In 25 PE 2 years ago, a reported fight with a local arcanist occurred in the northernmost Novikian settlement of Earthport. Ever since, the city has been overrun with mules, which the locals are unable to get rid of. Thus, the settlement is commonly known as Muletown. 4 questions remaining. Who killed you? I did. The goblin leans in, eyebrows raised. Fascism chose the path. I chose the end. He scowls. Huh. Fascism forced her to blow up the tea shop. Right. Hold on, Snell, that could be really deep and meaningful information. Yeah, well, find me someone in Asken who isn't bound by fascist ideals and I'll give you 1,000 crowns. The Ilum could be considered fascists, as could every effective government. That's reductive. A fascist state would be described as such when its core does not uphold values of personal rights. Honestly, fascist is used by commoners to describe any authority these days. The common thought is important. If so many speak of fascism, perhaps one should learn to listen? If we listen to every commoner, we'll soon be charging right off a cliff. That's 2. 3 more to go. Okay, what do I go for next? I mean, it would be interesting to know why she was at the tea shop. Why were you in the tea shop when it exploded? A meeting, a planned meeting with my friend, the lovely hag. Snell gives you a look. So we gotta find a hag now. This is getting messy. 3 ask, 2 more. Okay. Who actually came to this meeting? Not the one I expected. You see Snell's mouth, and it was. The ruined body convulses, soot and charred flesh cracking and creasing, as if it's attempting to rise, to get away. The state. Huh? One of her hands, burned and stale, attempts to unfurl its finger. It breaks as it does, black dust falling to the table. But it's clear she's attempting to point. It was you. Okay. 1 question left. Make it count. Okay. Okay. What do I pick here? We could ask more about the meeting, which would help with the hag, maybe. How did you die? Might just be, you know, big explosion. But it might also give us more about the circumstances of when it happened. I'm kind of curious about both of those, but we don't have them. We don't have both of those available, unfortunately. Did anyone want to kill you? Might end with an I don't know. How did you die, or what was the meeting you had planned in the tea shop? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What was this meeting you had planned in the tea shop? It was a sale, a negotiation with my Freestrider contact. Oh, interesting. The corpse's mouth stiffens once more and the mimicking of life ends. That's 5. Okay, alright, cool. What did we learn? It's an elf. That's true, it's an elf. An elf that you've met at some point, apparently. But whoever showed up wasn't her friend. Instead, he gives you a solid stare. She said it was you. I was not at the tea shop during the explosion. Yeah? But you did know this elf, or what? I was at the tower. My patriarch can vouch for me, even if he really doesn't like me. Snell, I saw the elf after the explosion. Well, that's not possible. What, she got a twin? I'm thinking more of a ghost type encounter. Ah, right. I was at the towers. My patriarch can vouch for me, even if he really doesn't like me. I believe you. It could have been a different cleric, I suppose, but the elf must be mistaken. My head is a mess, but yeah, no. Don't worry about it. We sent for you. If there was some deep state conspiracy and you somehow blew up the tea shop, why would they send you to investigate it? To cover my tracks? You haven't really done that from what I've seen. So don't worry, I don't suspect you of anything. My guess is it's another agent of the state responsible. What? The elf points at you, or tries to, and says you're the one she saw at the tea shop. Yeah, no, she means a cleric, or an earth god, or something like that, 100%. That makes a lot more sense than me having amnesia. So I'm not the one who... I was starting to doubt my own sanity there for a second. And that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, it's not like memory changing spells don't exist, but it's too much. Gotta follow the simplest answer, and that's not you being a secret bad guy. So now, we look for more clues. Frank, son of Frank, the witness. We gotta find that fucker. Let's follow the leads. Some interesting stuff to think about. The goblin nods, then gives you a thumbs up. Nice job on the spell, cleric. Give him a thumbs up back, then leave. Okay, let's take a look at the questing tree now. The elf. Okay, we have that. We have the Frank, son of Frank thing. Where is that at? That's here. Secret door further below. We need to try and find that. We also have more stuff of the hag. Locator. That's easier said than done. Okay. Okay. We need to find a way further down. That's the important part right now. Okay. What do we do now? I suppose if we want access to the secret tunnel that we heard about from the what was his name? The bird guy. We should go to the Temple of Earth and maybe we find something there, and maybe that secret tunnel could help with getting deeper somehow. My trusty trash can has been knocked over. A trash receptacle, mostly stacked with old scenes, and a dream patch. Wonderful. Okay. I guess we're gonna go to the Temple of Earth. The duck shouldn't be there. The duck is down by the Demi-Lich. I think it's a mausoleum that he's in. So, what was it on the right side? There's a crate here. The election. Oh, that's just that. Was it? Behold. You see something shiny in the dirt? Oh, a shard of jaw. I do need those. Okay. Was it on the left side? Wait. Was that a draft? There we go. 2 bricks, stones, inconspicuous. Too inconspicuous. The goblin leans in, getting in between you and the stones. Sorry to interrupt, but do you have a reason for eyeing this corner in particular? Secret rocks? No. Oh? He glances at them, then whispers to you. What's the secret? Let's find out. Try to lift the rock. You lean in and grab the edges of either side. Like you suspected, they're not just loose, they're easily lifted. As you push them to the side, you see what's beneath. A pit. Just wide enough for you to slip down, and a ladder. Fuck me, is that... Passage. Not very dungeon. Almost not, but quite. Neat. Well, let's behold a path down, a secret path. Let's see where that goes. And, well, hopefully it's going to lead into new locations. Oh, wow. Secret tunnel under Tolstad. Wow, okay, now that's something. There's another ladder going further down. There's a question mark. The Drake Slayer, such an artwork. A chest here peeking inside this lockbox reveals, oh, holy shit. Gauntlets of Ogre Power, plus 3 strength and 33 crowns. Now, oh, didn't mean to walk away. I wanted to take up the crowns as well. It says, Joanna, CEO, Major Quam Ulus Rex. Oh! Dexterity and Intelligence, -2 Constitution, a bassinet. I'm not an expert on like, historical helmets, so good to know, I guess the word for this specific type. Several bags, one of which one of them looks interesting. Bag of Holding, plus con and wisdom, minus intelligence, interesting. Some crates, more potions. Let's take those. Just barely too far away to reach. What a shame. And in here, more potions, a ton of potions. Well, that sounds good. That son of a bitch, he's got a whole horde back here. There's some more potions. This crate, something's in this crate, who would have thought? Looking inside this crate, you find a notepad. A notepad with several pages of scribbled notes. The handwriting is awful. Is it truly okay to read someone's personal thoughts like this? What if it's a diary or a message left for a family member, not meant for the eyes of praying clerics? No, okay, scratch that. It says ledger for smuggling goods on the front. A bit on the nose, maybe. Oh, smuggling? Awesome. Check this shit out right now. So this notepad is filled with proof of both evil action and intent. Great, it's time to break this smuggler lawfully. Look at the list labeled export-import. Many terms you have never heard before, and some you have, mostly importing. Pocket bikes, a large quantity, marked as not yet arrived, and then terrible state. A number of rare potions with various draconic names. Some you understand, but many are simply draconic terms for Divine Era alchemists. Then you spot a final mention of something called Quillwell cartridges, although it appears to not have left the warehouse. Hey, that's the one Modissa was looking for. The Askel girl's vendor is clearly this tea shop owner. Okay. Check out the smuggling guide page. On one of the early pages you find a section labeled Smuggling Guide. He wrote a guide on his own illegal activity as a reminder on how to do it. That can actually be... His voice trails off. Step 1. Use your connections. The Rezian merchants are always good for coin. They pay hefty for simple storage. Step 2. Storage. Move things from warehouse to secret tunnel. Use freestrider help. Lift up from pillar crossing. They write off missing goods as lost at sea. Step 3. Keep secret. Mix crowns with tea shop income. Fudge receipts. Avoid Sage Leaf's handlers. Step 4. No distribution. Return to warehouse. Night before ship leaves. Do not sell goods yourself. Stay clean. Of course, the freestriders are involved in this. They probably set it up to begin with. Those crafty bastards. They've really got their fingers in everything. You should really consider becoming a full-time freestrider agent. They probably pay a hell of a lot better. Over your shoulder, Snell is too, reading this elaborate display of criminal incompetence. He looks less angry and more disappointed. I suppose it's a blessing when the crooks of society also implicate themselves through sheer idiocy. Look at the latest entry. On the last few pages, there's a ton of reminder notices written in sloppy handwriting. It goes on about missing payments, lost suppliers, and various angry comments about tea shop customers. Probably written to himself. He's clearly not someone who remembers without the help of writing. Then you get to the final notice. It's marked with the date March 21st. That's the day of the explosion. Coast Hag potions not yet arrived. Days late. Don't want diluted piss again. Elf will arrive from temple, then I leave. Don't like tea shop being used for meetings. If they break anything, they pay. Elf. Huh. A meeting in the tea shop. An elf. The smuggler left after letting the elf in through the secret tunnel. Interesting. Let me write this down. Take the notepad. As you start to remove it from the crate, it suddenly starts to evaporate in front of you. What? Turning to magical dust in your hands, slowly. A curse. What's happening? An esoteric effect. Could be a precaution. Give it to Snell? No. The goblin shoves it back to you. He's panicking. Put it back in the crate. It stops evaporating. Take it out again. It begins to slowly turn to dust once more. Put it back again. It stops. I see. This notepad, it has a defense mechanism, an esoteric abjuration. If you bring the notepad away from this crate, it breaks. Somebody does not want it to be used as evidence in a court battle. You'll have to leave it here for now. I'll send someone to take a look here later, don't worry. I'll make sure to mention that they should not move this thing, just in case. Alright, I'm done here. Bottles. A box of expired potions. You check inside the crate. Potions, several layers of them, wrapped in Reetsian newspaper. Someone has written with big letters on the inside of the crate. Spoiled potion batch. Do not drink. Who brewed these? The labels all say hex brew. Are they all spoiled? It appears so. Why they are all together here though makes no sense. Check the box. Nothing interesting about it, except the tiny carved marking of a bird on the bottom right corner. Check the watery one with a bunch of eternally fizzling red flakes floating around in it. These fucking things. Popular with the upper class. Really bad for you though. Really? How come? Are they cursed? Why do you have to be so negative, Snell? I don't see anything wrong with wanting to get rid of excess body fat. Really? How come? Are they cursed? No, it's not like they don't work. They work fine. He shows you the label. It says potion of low body fat. It's what's it called? A transmutation. People use them to stay fit and healthy. But unlike a customized polymorph potion, these just shift around your nutritional intake. Ends up killing you slowly if you drink too many. But that's why they're not legal to import or sell here. Oh. I might have read an article about it at some point. But whatever. Let these rich folk do whatever they want to themselves, right? Except what happens is that this shit quickly gets passed along to the lower class. And what happens is that he stops himself and groans. Whatever. What else is in this box? He started showing just how much he cares for the people in this city. Then he pulled back. Do not drink it, no. Check the one that glows faintly yellow at the bottom half and faintly purple at the top half. The bottle is long and slender and it weighs quite a bit in your hand. The label says potion of masculinity/femininity. Ah, a gender swapper. Those sure are popular these days. You have heard of these. They are not interesting to you. If this was actually functional, you could have sold it for a couple of 100 crowns. Expensive stuff. Do I want to drink this? You have thought about what it would be like to be a woman, though it is not something you have ever actively sought out. It might help you understand them better, to sympathize instead of empathize with the plight of womanhood. You are confident in your bodily structure. While you have always been intrigued by a woman herself, you do not wish to partake in their struggle. You are a man. You will die a man. Who would want to drink this? Oh, lots of people. It's all the rage. You know, for some it's just a thrill, since it's stable, permanent, and painless. Since it's a stable, permanent, and painless switch, it's gotten mass-produced after the war. Still pretty expensive, though. So it switches all the stuff? Yeah, from what I've heard at least. I don't partake myself exactly, but they talked about banning it a while back, but they ended up just making it a requirement to register the Switch if it goes beyond a few days. Too many people were using it as a quick and easy way to avoid jail time. With regular polymorphers, you've at least got the cost barrier. Okay, I might come back to that, but for now I won't drink it. Snell watches you as you place the bottle back in the box. The other potions gleam at you. Check the clear liquid bottle with a tiny label and several clear white eyeballs inside. You lift it up and hold it in your left hand. The empty bottle is light and the cork is in your right. Is in your... Okay. Are you okay, cleric? No, this is wrong. What? Look at the empty bottle in your hand. The bottle is fully emptied. The label says, Potion of Amnesia. We don't have to start over, do we? Please don't say we do. That would be the worst. You drank it, but the weak spoiled potion only took away a few seconds of your memory. Ah, I see. So you're okay? I lost a few seconds there, but I'm fine otherwise. Ah, right. Spoiled potion, weak effect. Let's just not drink random potions from now on, okay? Check the date on the newspaper. It says Cronus 26 PE on most of them. Last year. Some of these are from your birthday last year. Okay then. Anything else to interact with here? Oh. Just barely out of reach. Come on, man. Give me a functional weapon. Behind the bars, you see a very fancy warhammer. Cool. Looks dwarven. Yes, dwarven. Their craftsmanship is amazing. You also see a bag of griffin fodder goodies. Quite the expensive treat. Niche too. Okay, appears to be almost 100% meat. You could reach it easily. I'll grab some of it. Reaching in between the bars, you easily scoop up a handful of the stinky little nuggets and toss them into your pouch of holding. This isn't even an item, it's just mush. You're pushing mush into the pouch. These does not count as loot in any shape, way, or form. You refuse to consider this loot in any way. This mush is not loot. You will not be able to find it in your inventory. It is anti-loot. But everything else I get counts as loot. This does not. Now stop thinking about the mush. Okay. -1 is me keeps an eye out. Okay. Under the effect of enhanceability and strength. I don't trust my rolls, but I might come back here later. There's... Oh, what's this? Who doesn't love a good lever? A lever on the wall of this dark chamber. Sure, pulling random levers has never ended poorly. It's probably connected with opening an entrance. The goblin lets out a single sound, then he just takes a step back. Oh, Meek knows this. Meek knows this. Pull lever will open secret door. That's how old master always put it. Lever equals secret door. Levers can sometimes be used for other stuff too, you know? They can? Yeah, like... Yes? Like, your goblin companion also gets sucked into the thought, clearly struggling to come up with a single thing that would need the use of a large wooden lever of this kind. Like what, master? A drawbridge. A drawbridge? Oh yeah. Yeah, a drawbridge. A drawbridge? Yeah. Oh. Master is so smart. I'm only as smart as the people in my party. Humble, master. Very humble. Meek learn much. Very good. Very good. Drawbridge. Why would a drawbridge use a lever? Shh. Same. Oh? Maybe master will come up with answer later. Meek look forward to it. You won't. You don't want to pull this lever with me, Snell? No, thank you. I'm going to assume it won't spring a trap or flood this strange strange chamber. You do so, putting a fair bit of force on it. As you do, a groaning sound fills the chamber. A passage opens in the west wall. The smell of scorched wood and stone fills your nostrils. Logically, there is only one path this tunnel leads. The tea shop. Great. I was hoping maybe this is a gate that could open, but hey, this works too. Alright, anything else to interact with here? This ladder leads deeper, that's good. So this is gonna go to the tea shop, probably. Let's take a look. A dark tunnel, ominous. Let's take a look. Taking a look has never hurt anybody, of course. Yep, that's the tea shop. I knew there was a secret passage back behind this. Was it a painting or a mirror? I think I even mentioned it. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's a bit of like a shortcut, I suppose we could use. Now let's take a look at this. Ladder down goes all the way down to pillar crossing. Okay. Let's take a look. Oh, that's here. Okay. Wait, is this... No, I could have gone here before. This isn't anywhere new, unfortunately. That's a shame. Okay, but we found some things. Alright, what do I want to do next? Let me quickly take a look at my questing tree. Now, the hag. We don't really have a clue as to where she would be, unfortunately. Okay, what was that? Young and dumb. Okay. Norvikian resistance, sure. Lich House. Okay, what do we do here?